Hi, thank you for being here. Do you want to get your yoga mat unrolled? We are going to get ourselves started in an all fours position here today. Placing those hands right underneath your shoulders and then placing the knees right underneath your hips. So you can soften your face here through the forehead and the jaw. And we'll begin by finding our breath with a little bit of movement. So if you drop the belly down and lift the chin, very small with this cat-cow motion here. Feel free to close your eyes. We're just moving nice and slow, beginning to find our breath, finding a nice inhale and beginning to slow it down. Blowing out completely on your exhales here. Feel free to increase your range of motion as you increase the length of your breath. But moving, finding our breath. Blowing out to let go, making a little space for our practice here today. A few more rounds, just moving at your own pace. Finding a motion that feels good for your body here. One more time. And then we'll meet right back in that tabletop position here. Think about keeping your left hand planted down on your yoga mat. And with a nice big inhale, the right arm is going to reach up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. As you exhale, we're going to thread it through behind this left elbow, lowering down all the way onto the side of our face. Finding a nice comfortable position for this left hand. So it can stay right where it is, providing a little bit of stability. But you've got the option to walk these fingertips forward here. Little side body stretch. Close your eyes here. Softening through the forehead. And then let's take a round of breath. Noticing if there's any tension in this right hand down here. Maybe you can soften the hand and the wrist, the fingers. Gently sliding this left hand back in towards the side of our face, pressing into the palm, and then using an inhale to take this right arm all the way back up and open. Exhale right back down, reversing it into the other side. Let your breath take this left arm up as you reach, you twist. Exhale to take it down, softening this right elbow, lowering all the way down onto our shoulder and the side of our face. Remembering this right hand can stay right where it is if you're comfortable with that. You've got the option to walk those fingertips forward, or even an option to take this arm behind your back, a little more intense with this option. Maybe just experiment, see what feels good for you here. Using your next breath, pressing into this right palm, and then reaching this left arm all the way back up towards the ceiling. Exhale to take it down. Tucking the toes behind us. We're going to lift those knees up. Nice little hover position here. Taking a round of breath as we connect to our core muscles. So you feel that tighten up right in the middle of your body. Again, moving with our breath. You'll find an inhale. Send those hips up nice and high. Press those heels down. And then blow out and lower right back down to that hover position. We'll move through this 3 times. Inhale, send those hips up high, those heels press down a little lower maybe. Moving at your own pace here with your breath. And let's go one more time. We'll send those hips up high. Lower back down to the hover position. This time, inhale, send it up high. Separate those feet a little bit. Following the top of your head all the way down so you can feel this nice stretch to the entire back side of your body. Allowing yourself a moment to just release any tension that you may notice in your head, your neck, your shoulders. Maybe a little slow motion, yes or no, whatever helps you do that. Using your next breath, we'll take those feet and we're going to walk them up to our hands, a little closer to the top of our mat, finding this forward fold, following the head all the way down. Notice how much room you have to go. Inhale, we'll lift ourselves up halfway. The fingertips can stay on the floor. Those palms can move to your shins. We exhale to take this down, soft knees. And we're stepping back with our right foot. So straight back behind us. You can wiggle that foot into position. Lowering the knee, untucking the toe, and when you're ready with your breath, we'll take these arms up overhead. Take your time, leaning back at the top if that's comfortable for you. Exhale to take this forward. Pulling these toes up in the front, we're going to send the hips back into this half split, pressing right back into the lunge, lifting up. Moving through these two positions here, so you have to find your balance and your breath. Your breath is what's guiding you here through these motions. And go a little slower, a little quicker. You can experiment with increasing your range of motion as you go. Maybe lean back a little further. The hips go back, you stretch into this hamstring. Let's take 2 more times here, reaching up and taking it down. Good, stay with it. Let's go 1 more round, reaching up high. Taking a little back bend if it's available. Coming down into this half split. Pressing right back into the lunge. We're going to keep our right hand down. This left arm opens up. Option to lift that back knee here. Reach to the fingertips. Press through that heel back there. Exhale to take this down. And then with that back foot, we're stepping right onto the front. Here in this forward fold again, let the head come all the way down first. Then inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale down, stepping back with our left foot. Nice big step. Not worrying too much about where it goes because you can wiggle it into position. Dropping the knee when it's ready, untucking the toe. And with your breath, with an inhale, these fingertips lift up. Reaching up, leaning back at the top. Exhaling to take it forward right into that half split. So remember, you're finding your own pace here. Might be a little slower, a little quicker. Take your time to breathe, to stay with these movements, and move in a way that feels really nice for your body. 2 more times. Finishing out this last round, we reach up overhead, leaning back as far as you would like into this half split. And then pressing right back into our lunge. The left hand stays down this time. The right arm opens up. Option to tuck those toes and lift that back knee up. You reach. Exhale to take this arm down. Stepping that back foot to the front. Forward fold again. You follow the head all the way down. Inhale. Let's lift it up halfway. Exhale to take it back down. And then this time with your breath, let's come all the way up. So you can wiggle those fingers here. Eyes open or closed, it's up to you. But we're rolling our shoulders back at the top, palms forward, mountain pose. Exhale, press your shoulders down and away. Very nice. Inhale to take those arms up overhead. Exhale to pull it down. Bend in the knees, we'll lower down, chair pose. Pause in here for a moment. You'll feel the warmth in your legs there. Those quad muscles are working. From this position, you can lift up just a little bit. We'll keep our weight in the left foot, but the right foot will lift. So you can start by just lifting the heel here first. We're going to lift this foot up and step it back behind us into a nice lunge position. So take your time. You can pick the foot up and step it back there. You can drag the foot, but just regroup, find your breath, a little balance work. And when you're ready, we're coming up and back. Good. Take those arms up overhead, opening the palms here, reach. And then go ahead and turn that back foot out right into this warrior pose. Inhale, find some length. And then warrior 2, we open this up. Pause in here for a moment. Take your gaze at that middle finger in the front. And with an inhale, we'll lean back, reverse warrior. Exhale into this extended side angle. So we're going to move through these 2, leaning back and to the front. As you move through this back arm can wrap if you want to try that option there. And then as you come to the front, you can drop that forearm down on your leg. Or if you want to try reaching down towards the floor, you can try that too. So just kind of experiment with these different options, see what feels good. We'll go 2 more rounds here. And then on this next one, we'll reach back, reverse warrior, and then bringing it all the way around to the front, right into this lunge. Adjust that back foot if you need to. Again, using some nice strength in your legs here, some good balance. Regroup, take a breath if you need to, but we're gonna go ahead and try to lift ourselves up. Reaching up, pausing here at the top. Reach through those fingertips, and then with a nice big breath, that back foot steps to the front. Very nice. Drop those arms down, palms forward. Exhale. Press the shoulders down, catch your breath. When you're ready, an inhale takes those arms up overhead, palms come together. Exhale, lower down, chair pose. Just for a moment here, making those little adjustments as you move through. We lift up just slightly, this time leaving the weight in the right foot. You slowly lift that left heel. When you're ready, taking as much time as you need to regroup, to find your balance, ground yourself here. This left foot lifts up and we are stepping back, reaching up right into this warrior position, bending that front knee, making those adjustments as you need to, opening up, warrior two. Gaze is on that middle finger right there in the front. We find the length. With a breath, this top arm comes up, you lean back, and right into this extended side angle. Moving through your options here, but flowing with your breath. Front and back. Remember, this back arm can twist around. This front arm can come down. So you can kind of intensify these movements as you go, if it's available and if you want. You can keep it nice and simple here. But let's flow two more times. To the back. Leaning back one more time here, reverse warrior. This time taking both arms around to the front into that lunge. Adjust with that back foot if it's got room to scooch back. And when you're ready, we're lifting up here. Load up that front leg, a lot of strength. As you exhale, that back foot steps to the front. Exhale, take it down, mountain pose. Pause in here for a moment. Inhale, go ahead and pull your shoulders up as you breathe in. As you exhale, we'll intentionally press them down and away, making as much space as we can. Inhale, bringing both of those arms up overhead. Exhale, pull down heart center and folding forward. Soften those knees, dropping the head nice and low. Inhale, let's lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale to drop it back down, soft knees. And then we're stepping back one foot at a time, right into a plank pose here. So you position those hands underneath your shoulders. Again, connecting to those core muscles here. Feel it right there in the middle of your body. Shifting the weight forward slightly. We'll bend the elbows, taking ourselves down and untucking the toes. Inhale, reach up right into this Cobra pose. Exhale down. Moving both of those forearms right here in front of the body. So if you need to scooch back on your mat, you can take those little adjustments. But hold in this pose. Gaze is soft, our eyes are closed. And then let's go ahead and pick up with those elbows just one at a time. So you pick up that right elbow, turn your head in that direction, and then reverse it over to the other side. Left elbow lifts, exhale down. Moving through this a few times with your breath. Pausing here in the middle. You can let those elbows move out to the side. We're going to let our upper body come down, moving those hands right next to the side of our body. So the tops of our feet are pressing into our yoga mats back behind us. Taking a moment to hug our elbows in nice and tight. And then taking a little series of Cobra waves. So with an inhale, press into those palms, lift yourself up, maybe just halfway, not all of the way just yet. And then use the exhale to take it down. Staying with that, and inhale lifts you up, press into those palms, maybe come a little higher. And exhale takes you down. And then two more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Pressing into those palms, lifting up as high as you would like. Feel that stretch. And then use your next breath to send those hips up and all the way back, right into a child's pose. Feel free to open up those knees if that feels good for you. And rest the center of your forehead down on your yoga mat. Take a moment to let those elbows and hands just soften. They can come in a little closer towards your body. But closing your eyes, let's return to our breath. Very slow inhale. Think about breathing right into your belly. Great pose to feel your belly press into the tops of your thighs. Feel the expansion. Exhale, take your time to blow out nice and slow and emptying out completely. Sometimes when we get to the bottom of that breath, there's a little bit more we can blow out. So you'll take that here. And just like that, we'll continue to breathe into our belly. So as you breathe in, the belly presses out away from you right into the tops of your thighs. Feel the expansion move to your chest and your shoulders. And stay with that exhale as you blow out, taking your time, emptying out completely. And then one more time, just like that. You can practice on your own here. Gently we'll slide those hands in a little closer towards the side of our face here. Pressing into your palms to lift yourself up. Rising up to your knees or your bottoms. It's up to you here. Sitting up nice and tall. You can keep your eyes closed if you're comfortable with that. But as you exhale, let's drop that left ear down towards our left shoulder. So you're opening up on the right side. Take your time so you can feel that opening, feel that stretch. Turning your nose down towards the floor. And then taking this head all the way around. We're moving slow enough to where we can feel these sensations in our necks, our shoulders. Back to the center. An inhale lifts us up nice and tall. And then an exhale drops the right ear down towards the right shoulder this time, opening up on the left. So you'll notice that shoulder, sometimes it wants to move up with you. So you'll just intentionally press that down and away. Turning the nose towards the floor and then taking your time to go as slow as you can with a circle around the body. From here, we'll pick those hands up off of our laps, circling out those wrists. And we're going to make our way down to our backs. So however you would like to get there will work just fine. But we'll take the legs out and to the front, lying all the way on our backs here. And take a moment to extend those legs out to the outside corners of your mat, allowing the knees and toes to roll out to the side. So you're in that nice, open, relaxed position. Both of the arms come out to the side as well, off of your yoga mat. Palms facing up, and then allowing those fingers to just curl in here. If your eyes are open, go ahead and close them. We're going to prepare for our final pose, our Savasana. Making these little adjustments that you might need to get yourself comfortable. Sometimes there's room to space out those shoulders and hips, just those little wiggles, little fidgets, little adjustments. With your eyes closed, we'll find a breath here. Take your time to breathe in nice and slow. And as you exhale, we'll blow out and soften those muscles in your forehead, through the jaw, and down into those shoulders. You feel your chest open slightly. Relax a bit more here. Follow in another breath as it enters your body. You can imagine breathing some nice relaxation in, taking in as much as you need. Exhaling to blow out and let that relaxation spread down both of your arms, softening through the elbows, relaxing down through the wrists, taking the time to soften each of our fingers. Following one more breath as you breathe in here, as slow as you can. Exhaling to blow out. Allow that breath to travel down both of your legs, softening the kneecaps, relaxing the ankles and the feet, allowing that relaxation to make it all the way down to the tips of our toes. Stay in here for as long as you would like. Right here in this moment, just breathe in. Whenever you're ready, we'll begin to find just a little bit of movement with those fingers, those toes. Maybe you take that little slow motion wiggle here. Giving yourself a few moments just to kind of come back to, so we're not trying to rush out of this pose. Gonna stay moving slow, moving mindfully. And whenever you're ready, we'll just begin to make our way back up to a seated position. We can do that on our bottoms or our knees, up to you. And taking as much time as you need to get yourself there. Arriving at the top, feel free to keep your eyes closed. We'll roll those shoulders back one time. Press them down and away from your ears. Taking one more breath here to really allow your practice to process, to feel it in your body here. Exhaling, we'll blow out with a nice little sigh, maybe letting something go as we do. If you'd like, we'll bring those palms together right here at heart center. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I will see you next time. Bye.